Hey everybody, wanted to give a quick tour of our 2007 Chevy Express. We do a lot of biking and a lot of skiing, and sometimes it can be difficult to find a place to stay. We're not super fussy, but also the thought of buying a very expensive conversion van didn't seem right either. On the roof, I cut in a max fan, and this is actually a pipe for a furnace. Just wanted to be nice and warm without without the buddy heater type option. Didn't want to release any more moisture in the air than necessary, especially if you're, it can be damp winter camping. So she's a 2007, low mileage, 86,000, typical Chevy rust. They had a problem with paint adhesion, so the roof is surface rust, but it's got to be dealt with. I think this fall we'll put some energy into that, get her painted back up, and inside was, basic cargo van. A few things we wanted to do. It was really, again, heavily insulate. So took all the walls, everything was torn out, but all the walls started with a product from Be Quiet Systems. It's called mass laden vinyl, MLV, and laid MLV down on the floor, the walls, the ceiling, as much anywhere I could stick it. I put MLV in the doors. Then we started insulating. There's 1/2-inch rigid foam on the floor, followed by 1/2-inch maple plywood on the floor, and then I'd say just a medium grade flooring, kind of pieced together waterproof flooring. Walls, shiplap, and then the ceiling is tongue and groove cedar. The fireplace, that's a Dickenson. They make two of them, two different sizes. I don't know how big the other one is. I think it's considerably larger. This is the smaller of the two of them. I want to say it's like a 4500. I can't remember the model name. We had several 12-volt items being run. The rear light, the max fan, there's a fan on the stove, and then we got one more of these are Duray truck lights. I found them in a junkyard, and I just absolutely love them. I love the light. It's great. It's nice and campy feeling at night. Lights up things just fine, especially if you have the both of them on. And if just the one is on, it's, nice and cozy. They do burn a little bit of energy. They're 18-watt bulbs in there, so use them when you need them in the evening time. This fan was kind of stripped when we got it. I had to put door panels. There was no door panels. I don't know where they went. So found those at a junkyard. As far as the bed goes, it's a 3/4-inch plywood. Slides in on rails, and then that's a 2-inch foam that I had covered. And underneath, I was afraid of not having enough support, so I ran angle iron on the bed is split into 2 pieces, so it's a little easier to deal with. I screwed angle iron in. There's a little bit of space in the back there at the end of the wheel well, and I just use that for the jack, some towels, some bungees, things like that on both sides. I carry some tools with us. The swivel seat was important to my build here. It really gives us an extra place to hang out. You know, you find once you get all your camping gear in here and your stuff, that's nice to find a little cozy spot to put on your shoes, or just it increases the size of the van tremendously. You wouldn't think it would be a big deal, but so this is the Iron Cloud Metalworks solution. It's way nicer than anything the factory ever made. I've spoken to the guy, the owner. He's a great guy, does really, really high quality stuff. So Iron Cloud Machine Works, really nice. The old head unit was tired, so we put in a Pioneer, nothing fancy, just modernize it a little bit. Power is an EcoFlow Delta Mini, which has been great. Good for a long weekend. If you're miserly, it'll run that max fan for quite a long time, and the lights, no problem. But if you start getting into running several fans or really wasting energy, you'll burn through it in a weekend. I think that's about it. We have a lot more to do on the exterior. We have a little more to do on the interior. Some areas I haven't addressed are these bulkhead areas. I don't know if I will address them. They don't bother us, but it would be nice to completely finish the inside of the van. As far as insulation goes, in the walls, carefully cut out 1-inch foam, foil-backed styrofoam. It's inexpensive, but you've got to take your time and do a nice job cutting it into place, and then sealed it up with a really nice 3M foil tape, very thick, and did a great job at sealing the van. It feels extremely tight and quiet in here when you're driving down the road. No squeaks, no nothing. It's nice. That's the inside. I might do another video on. I don't have a lot of video footage when I was doing it. It took me about 8 weeks, and maybe a little bit longer, and at least 4 hours a day during that 8 weeks. And a lot of that is just in the thought process. That takes a long time too. You don't want to make major mistakes anyway. So anyway, this is not the final setup for the propane. I realize that you're supposed to have propane outside, so in case it outgasses. We're just getting the fire, checking it out, seeing how things go. Okay, thanks for watching.